From My News 26 and CCTV, it's high school basketball. Coming to you tonight from Cadillac High School.
(12-6) our score after one quarter of play. Cadillac Vikings over the Manton Rangers. 8 minutes in the books. Second quarter about to get started. And this highly touted foursome of freshmen for this Manton Ranger team, Kevin, as we mentioned, they're 3-3. They've beaten Grand Traverse Academy 96-12. Northern Michigan Christian 56-39 in Highland Conference play as Puffer misses that lefty leaner. And Marion 56-7 in conference play. Their three losses coming to Marquette 54-34, Petoskey by 5, and Kingsley by 6. So they've played some big schools, very tough. And Coach J.P. Katona telling us before the game tonight that that's by design. He's trying to basically throw these freshmen and sophomore Louise Macaprong into the fire early to get them ready to hopefully make some noise in the postseason.
Well, you can see the talent. I mean, you don't usually have four freshmen on the floor in a varsity game at any school, you know, boys or girls. And so for them to be out here and doing well and scoring the amount of points that they're scoring, it's probably the lowest scoring quarter of the year they've had so far. We'll see how they respond to that here on the road.
Marquette and Petoskey both holding them to 34 and 35 points overall, but, you know, those are Class A schools. That's tough. Hope Emmington can't finish. John skying to get that rebound. Finds Emmington on the baseline. Lefty layup, no good. And quickly the other way is Abby Brown. Brown, tough shot. Weak side rebound taken by Vogler, and they're going to say she traveled after grabbing that rebound. 7:12 to go here in the second. And Knaus will be Viking basketball. Johns will trigger. 7:07 to go here in the second. Paulus for Knaus, looking down low for Johns. Nice, somehow got that bounce pass through two Rangers, but Emmington couldn't come up with it. Here come the Rangers. Wilder, step back straightaway three ball, no good. And Johns with the tough rebound. Kylie Christensen remains on the bench for the Vikings. There's this takeaway by the Rangers. Three ball in and out. Nice rebound though, nobody boxing out. Caitlin Vogler who lays it up and in. And Coach Johns will call the timeout because no coach is happy when you don't box out.
No. Good job by Manton. Started by Wilder with that step back three. First of all, love that shot. Love her for taking that shot. That a girl. Do what you do. You know you've hit that shot 5,000 times.
Immediately your favorite player, right?
Immediately my favorite player. And then followed up with another three-pointer from the wing. Quick pull by 34 Abby Brown. So clearly these girls know how to score, and it was only a matter of time before they start clicking. Didn't hit either of those, but got an offensive rebound and a putback. No doubt is what Coach Johns is addressing right now, but it was only a matter of time before they found their rhythm, found the momentum, and it'll be interesting to see with Kylie on the bench and the transition game of Manton. Obviously, it's a pressure defense, full court man-to-man and man-to-man half-court trapping all over the place. They're trying to get some steals and let their guards have the ball in their hands out in transition.
Wilder trying to keep Hope Emmington away from the inbounds pass is going to lean into her a little bit much, and that's the second on Jaden Wilder. And looking up ahead, Johns finds Hope Emmington ahead of the defense. Over to Hannah into the paint. Tough shot. And this will go off of lane, and it'll remain Cadillac basketball. Well, after a 10-0 start by the Vikings, the Rangers have actually outscored Cadillac quietly, 8-2 to cut it within 4. Johns will get it into Knaus. Paulus to Knaus, thought about the three. Back to Paulus. Good.
You don't want to be in the corners with
you
picking
don't.
up your dribble
No.
against this team.
No, you don't. And I could tell she was thinking about the three. What a crossover by Hannah Emmington. Johns at the lefty, can't get it to go, but she'll draw the foul and go to the line. I say Canals thought about the 3 because I've seen that look on your face every time you touch the ball, so I know what that looks like.
Just every shot looks like it's a good shot, right? No, I don't blame her for hesitating on that one, but when you're on the wing and you got these girls from Manton flying around you got to make quick decisions. So either pull it right away with confidence or, swing the ball back around, try and get something going to the rim.
Johns makes the first, and that was the 3rd foul, Kevin, on Abby Brown, who takes a seat. So one of the 2 freshmen that Coach J.P. Katona mentioned needing big games out of has to take a seat with 3 fouls with 6:04 to go here in the second quarter. Deion Stanley up ahead for Macapron. Should have asked about that name. It's got to be somebody to ask. I don't want to keep saying it wrong if I'm saying it wrong. Wilder with a nice spin move inside. Johns might have altered that, and it ends up in the hand of Paulus. Over to Little on the near side. There you go, doing radio again.
Out of contact.
And there's a steal. Stanley the other way. Bounce pass for Vogler. Can't finish. And Hope Emmington knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Ranger basketball.
Well, I've really enjoyed watching both teams and their up-in-your-face defense. And what I've enjoyed about it is both teams are handling it well. You're not seeing a lot of balls being thrown all around the gym, a lot of unforced turnovers. You're seeing solid guard play, getting them in and out of their sets and getting quality looks.
Wilder against Hannah Emmington. Boy, that little inside-out move, she has got a handle. Hannah Emmington's an excellent defender. She's making her look silly every now and then. There's a solid pick by Vogler. 15-footer from Wilder's off the mark. Rebound pulled down by Paulus, and she'll draw the foul.
Yeah, it's been a good matchup, Hope versus Wilder.
I think that's, is it going to send Paulus to the line? It is. It will send Kaylee Paulus to the line for 1-1.
Hey, that's the thing that Cadillac's added this year, though. Their capabilities of handling pressure a little more so than last year, I think, with the addition of Hannah Emmington and also number 10, Kaylee Paulus, coming up from the JV team. You have 3 people that are able to handle the ball, and Kylie Christensen's appreciating that. More people that can feed her down low, right?
Absolutely. 5:03 to go here in the second quarter as Paulus goes to the line and drains the first. Well, did we get a lane violation?
I don't know.
We did, but it counted. I'm assuming because they haven't taken it off the board. And in and out on the second, and now I can say it, that's the first miss of the game by the Vikings. They were 9 for 9 before that miss. 4:55 to go here in the second quarter. Puffer, and taken away by Paulus. She's having herself a whale of a game. Hope Emmington will bring it over the timeline. Little on the drive. Kick out. Paulus goes baseline. To Johns for a little 10-footer. No good. Christensen, though, with the weak side rebound and putback.
I think that's one of the more advantageous lineups Cadillac's going to be able to put on the floor. Alexis Little's slashing ability. Paulus able to get to the rim. Michaela, I wanted her to hit that shot so I could say that's where she's at her best in the 12-foot range, but Kylie able to clean it up for her.
A couple of misses by the Rangers. Three-pointer was missed by Vogler, but hustling after her own rebound. She'll draw the foul and go to the line for 2. Well, after that 8-2 run by the Rangers, the Vikings have put together a 5-0 run to extend it back to 9. As Vogler makes the first. And Abby Brown is going to check back into the game. She's coming in for Vogler, evidently, because she's not coming in yet. As Haley Taylor checks into the game for the first time for Manton. Vogler front irons the second. Puffer, though, almost came up with a rebound. Battle for it. In and out of the hands of several players, and Wilder will come up with it as Hope Emmington decides to check and see if Wilder wore deodorant tonight. Puffer into the paint. Really tough shot. Christensen comes up with the loose ball. Inside 4 minutes to go here in the second. 17-9 Vikings. Little blows by her defender, lost the handle though, and it ends up in the hands of Wilder. Wilder on Johns. And we're going to get a cheap one on Johns, and I don't know, he signaled like it was a push-off, like it was an offensive foul, but they're calling it on Johns. I'm not sure if he thought she reached early, because she looked to me like she kind of gave up on it, did the little fake thing and
yeah, I thought she let
her take
it go.
The shot.
I thought she let it go, but
well, they called it on the floor, so there was no bucket. Stanley takes the inbound, can't get it to go, and they're going to call it travel.
Hope's a heck of a defender.
Yeah. Got a piece of the ball, forced Stanley to take the extra step. 3.5 to go here in the first half. Hope Emmington over the timeline. Paulus back to Hope. Back to Paulus.
There's that 2-3 Manton was talking about.
Yep. A little change in the defensive strategy from J.P. Katona and his Rangers. Paulus down low. Little to Christensen for the lay-in.
That's some pretty basketball right there. Swinging around the key a few times, get Little cutting baseline, and slash Kylie right down the middle. That's hard to stop.
Christensen has 8. We're at the 3-minute mark here in the second quarter.
You get that 2-3 moving side to side, and you're going to find a seam down the middle. Good recognition by Little.
Wilder over to Brown. Brown driving baseline. Over Christensen. Won't go. Christensen with another big rebound. Well, the Rangers have seen several shots go in and out. 10-point Viking lead.
Little.
Canal swings it around to Paulus. She'll take it into the paint. Tapped by the Rangers. Somehow gets it to Hope. Paulus skip pass. Tipped into the hands of Knaus for Hope Emmington for 3. Baseline. No good. Puffer with the rebound. Up ahead to Stanley ahead of the defense. Little's going to chase her down, though, and cannot save it.
That was an excellent outlet pass by number 3, Brianna Puffer right there. Gets the board, just instinctively knows where her point guard is going to be flying down the court. Gets to her for a layup opportunity.
Brown will inbound. Gets it into Stanley. Wilder against Little. 2:05 to go here in the first half. Kick out, Brown, 3 ball. Too strong. And the rebound to Paulus. Inside 2 minutes to go. This is the definition of a murmuring crowd. Hope Emmington, kick out for Knaus. Paulus back to Hope in the corner. Paulus. Vikings showing some good patience. 1.5 to go in the first. Christensen says, hey, I'll shoot the 3. Off the mark, rebounded by Stanley. Wilder will take the 3 from the left wing. No good. Good weak side rebound, though, by Haley Taylor, who lays it up and in. And it's an 8-point Viking lead. You get the impression if the Rangers are within single digits, they're going to be pretty happy going into halftime. 1 minute to go here in the second. It's a near steal by Brown, harassing, and another tap away by Brown, who comes up with it. Brown over to Stanley. Against Knaus. Lost the handle, out of bounds. Well, that's a tough one.
It's good aggressive play by 34, Abby Brown. I think she's got 2 fouls, like you mentioned, playing real aggressive out. 3 fouls, my mistake. Out near half court, able to get her team another transition opportunity. They got to start capitalizing on those.
Well, they were going to say this was tapped, I guess, as Little will knock this out of bounds, and the Rangers will have to inbound all the way on the other side of the floor. I was surprised they called that off the Vikings on Stanley's drive. I thought she just lost the handle on it. Fortunate break for Manton. 19-11, 40 seconds to go here in the first half as Wilder brings it up against Little. Stanley, straightaway 3, back iron, no good. Rebound battled for, chased down, nearly collected. Jenna Grandforce rocking the sports specs. Where are yours?
Dude, I got to get me some of those. I got to go talk to her after this game. I would have had some.
And for those of you that think he's trolling, he's not. He's serious. Those things are sweet. You need those. Constantly complaining about your contacts. Can you imagine pickleballing in those?
Oh, man, don't get me started.
10 seconds to go. Vikings looking for the last shot. Little on the baseline, leaves it short. Puffer to Wilder. At the buzzer, Taylor can't get it to go. 19-11, the Cadillac Vikings with the lead after 2 quarters of play. 26 Sports and CCTV's presentation of girls non-conference basketball action brought to you by Cadillac Tire, High Point Cadillac GMC, and Pizza Plus. We'll be back right after this.